I'm sure we've all been asked this question at least once in our lives. Hey, what do you want to be when you grow up? If you haven't been asked this question before, then you're probably not a human. And if that's the case, welcome to Earth. Anyway, I was scrolling through YouTube and I found a really good video by Lil Imp Animations called My Interesting Dream Jobs. I watched it and I thought, hey, I've had dumb ideas about my future before as a kid, and so I decided to borrow his video idea. I'll have his version linked in the description below. It's a really good video, and you should totally check it out after finishing my video. Oh, by the way, Lil Imp, if you're watching the video, first off, hi, and second, this is all in good fun. Job number 1, technician. So, when I was at a really young age, I wanted to be a technician. Part of this was because my dad was an engineer and always told me stories about how fun the office was whenever he got home. And the other reason is because of Iron Man. Iron Man was my favorite superhero at the time, and he still is one of my favorites. When I was a kid, I thought that suit was a real thing that could be built, and I wanted to build it. Because who wouldn't want to have a giant suit of armor that allows you to fly everywhere and shoot lasers? The idea of being Tony Stark, a rich and famous guy with an Iron Man suit, was my biggest obsession as a kid, despite how incredibly unreasonable it is, and also is probably impossible. Once I realized that fact, the dream died really quickly. Job number 2, writer. This was probably one of the more consistent and achievable dreams that I had. There are a lot of different reasons for that, but I'll try and condense it down as short as I can. In elementary school, I was the nerd kid. I'd be the type of kid who'd get out and dodgeball on purpose so I could read something. Though I guess another part of the reason for that is because I was basically incapable of doing anything with a ball, so I didn't try. But anyway, because I read so much, my reading grade ended up being way higher than everyone else for years, and that translated over to writing really well. Even as recently as last year when I was a freshman, my advanced English teacher picked my story as one of his 3 personal favorites when we had to write a parody about the casket of Amontillado. My biggest issue with being a writer, though, is my biggest enemy, writer's block. Anybody who's tried to write anything knows what I'm talking about. Where you're writing a story and you have a bunch of good ideas and then all of a sudden they stop and you can't think of anything else, so you abandon the story forever. I'd say about 90% of my stories that I've ever tried to write have ended because of writer's block. If I did become a writer, I don't think I'd make any money from it because I wouldn't be able to make a single book, which is why recently I've been shifting over to another job. Job number 3, lawyer. Okay, this one's gonna be incredibly short compared to the other 2, but the main gist here is that I played the Ace Attorney games and thought it was really fun. For some reason my brain thought the games would be just like real life, so I wanted to be a lawyer for a month, and then I actually used my head and I realized I'm incredibly lazy and probably wouldn't like being a lawyer at all. But the games are still really good, and if you haven't played Ace Attorney, go play it. It's really good, so go play them. Job 4, cartoonist. I don't think I really have to explain why I want to be a cartoonist. I think it's just fairly obvious by seeing some of my new content. I'm not great at it yet, but I plan to improve over time, so I guess we'll see where this dream ends up, won't we? Whenever I wasn't paying attention or anything in class, I just ended up drawing pictures or comics or whatever, and then whenever lunch came to pass, I'd hand them around so everybody could read them. It eventually got to the point where if I even had a pencil and a piece of paper, people would come up to me and say, "Oh hey, you drawing a new comic book?" No. So, I'd say being a cartoonist is a pretty decent job choice for me. It's something that I would enjoy doing and I think is fun, so I took the first steps by making this YouTube channel. Or, I guess, more accurately, rebranded, but that's not really the point. Guess we'll just have to wait and see how this turns out in the end. Welcome to the end card. Thanks for making it all the way here. Like the video if you liked it, and subscribe if you want more, and also ring the bell so you can be notified whenever I upload. Make sure to head over to Little Imp's channel and do the same. If you like my content, you'll probably like his too. I'll have his original video in the description and also on screen right now, which you should totally check out, and another one of my videos as well, which you should also totally check out. All in all, hope you enjoyed the video, and show Little Imp some love. He deserves it. He's really good at what he does. Bye.